Benelli's introducing a new shotgun called the Vinci. And to field test this in the best way possible with high volume shooting, we've chosen the dove fields of Argentina, the Cordoba area, where there's literally millions and millions of birds.
Good shot, man. That's a nice double.
Bueno! Nice shot. Right here.
What are you doing?
We're really excited to be down here in Cordoba, Argentina, where we're going to be field testing a brand new Benelli shotgun called the Vinci. On the left, this is a 3-inch semi-automatic shotgun that's completely different from any other shotgun currently existing.
You know, the last couple of days I've shot probably 3,000 times or so. We've not had one malfunction of any kind. That's remarkable. I have never, ever seen this many birds. There's no question, there's got to be 15, 20, 25 million birds here.
Argentina certainly has a reputation for being a wing shooting destination.
Bueno!
This is about the closest thing to bliss that I've ever experienced.
We've got 6 writers from national publications that are going to be hands-on field testing this gun in some of the most incredible dove shooting situations that exist anywhere in the world.
All right, everybody. Let me see Argentina!
The 6 writers are J. Wayne Fears, Lane Simpson, Todd Smith, Peyton Miller, Kyle Winterstein, and Nick Sisley.
In the ultimate test of reliability and performance, the team of outdoor riders and Benelli personnel will shoot the new Vinci shotgun as many times as possible. In total, over 100,000 rounds of 12-gauge shot shells will cycle through these guns. The only venue to accomplish this feat is Cordoba, Argentina, the dove hunting capital of the world. The Benelli team will hunt from Pica Zura Lodge in the hill country heartland of Argentina. The rich agricultural farmlands provide a picturesque backdrop to this wing shooting adventure.
Until you actually get here and see the 80 million doves, which was their last estimate, you really don't get a feel for just how many birds are in the air.
To be able to field test a gun in literally a matter of days, where you're putting through enough rounds that represent literally a lifetime of what the gun would normally be subjected to, this is where you find out
Joe.
the theory is correct.
Muy muerta. Otra.
Nick, how many rounds have you put through this gun right now?
I'm at 75. Yeah, how about you?
How about 7,500?
I test a lot of shotguns. There's just not time or money enough to shoot it thousands of times.
Freelance outdoor writer Nick Sisley pairs with Joe Coogan, Benelli's brand marketing manager and host of Benelli on Assignment. Together, they'll work the Vinci over thousands of flyover doves. Sisley has over 40 years of outdoor riding experience and is currently riding exclusively on shotguns and shotgun hunting.
Nick, you've been shooting for about 2 hours. What do you think of the recoil?
You hit him with all 3 shots. Surprisingly, for a gun that weighs less than 7 pounds, boy, this is light recoil, isn't it?
It is.
There you go.
It's amazing. Nice shot, Nick. Nice shot.
If I have my way, the gun is going to be on the cover of Sporting Clays magazine the month that I do the evaluation. How do you like the rib, Joe?
I love it. I love it. This 4-end grip is nice. This new corrugated V-grip.
Yeah.
And then the ridge on the 4-end allows you to grab it. Anywhere you grab it, you've got a firm hold.
I agree.
Nice
Weem.
shot.
Long ways off.
Well, you can't say I took that one out from under you.
Well, I had to shoot before you did.
Good shot, good shot.
Nice poke.
Now, 1,900 rounds of 12 gauge is a lot where I come from.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot for anybody.
The introduction of a new gun for a gun company is really exciting, and for Benelli to bring their new shotgun to the dove fields of Cordoba, Argentina is really where we're going to see the gun shine.
Here's 2 up high. Good shot, man. That's a nice double.
This is a place where within 3 days, probably in excess of 50,000 rounds will be put through these guns, and this is where the gun proves to be everything you hope it is.
Before getting the opportunity to field test the Vinci, the team of outdoor riders receive a full presentation on the dynamics of the Vinci shotgun. The innovative design crafted by Benelli engineers puts this shotgun in a league of its own. The revolutionary new inline inertia-driven operating system offers superior reliability and lightning-fast speed, far surpassing all other semi-auto shotguns in the industry.
The engineers with Benelli did a great job of talking about how lightweight this gun would be, how low recoil it would be, fast recovery time, the things that those of us who like shotguns have always dreamed of hearing.
Well, Wayne, we've had a few days to shoot these guns.
Well, that right there shows you they work. What I love about it is how lightweight it is.
Yeah.
Yet you got almost no recoil at all. We're shooting a 12, it's almost like a 20. And we're finding every one of these things that they promised us is coming true.
The next Argentina hunting pair combines Jason Evans and J. Wayne Fears. Evans is Benelli's senior product manager and has been with the company for 9 years. Fears has combined 3 career paths into one: wildlife manager, explorer, and author. He's written over 4,800 magazine articles and published 22 books, winning numerous writing awards along the way.
It's kind of fun to talk to you, and the whole time I'm talking to you, I'm scanning the horizon because I've got several birds out here at any one point.
This has surpassed every expectation that I think I've ever had. And the gun is by far and away, I think, surpassed everyone's expectations. Man, that's a fast bird. So by the time we go home, each one of the riders that are on this trip will have put several thousand rounds through their particular gun, and it's just a great way to get not only familiar with the gun, but practice every imaginable shot, from straight-ons to long crossing shots. You just can't imagine what it's like to get this much shooting in one day.
Hunting side by side, testing the Vinci's strengths, is Steve McIlvaine and Todd Smith. McIlvaine has been with Benelli for a decade and is the Vice President of Marketing and Communications. Smith is the editor-in-chief of Outdoor Life magazine. He's written hundreds of feature stories and is an award-winning editor.
A couple of things that really struck me. One was the ease of loading the gun. The other thing that really struck me was just how nice and lightweight these guns are. I mean, you're literally shooting 8 hours a day here. They really are the lightest, least amount of recoil in any 12-gauge shotgun that I've ever shot.
The thing about it is the fact that you got 3 components, and that's all there is to this thing. It makes it so easy to travel with. You know, a wonderful thing about this system right here is the fact that this very easily can be converted into a magnificent turkey gun. You can't beat coming down here to Argentina where there are plenty of doves. You get to shoot more here in one day, and a lot of people shooting a lifetime.
Wayne, have you noticed the work we've done on the muzzle rise reduction?
You know, that is so good that I've had a hard time getting used to it. The recovery time is so quick, and I'm back on target before I realize it.
Now, Wayne, I know you do a lot with turkey hunting, so it'll be interesting to see what your guys find in test results with the patterning. Essentially, it's a free-floated barrel, which should give you a great degree of accuracy and a great degree of consistency with all loads.
Yeah, I think it will, and especially with some of these new loads that they've got where the shot size is smaller, I think you're going to see some tremendous patterns come out of these guns.
And the other thing that I really notice about these guns, a very crisp trigger on these guns.
Well, it's actually adapted from the Benelli R1 trigger, which is our semi-automatic rifle, so it's a shorter, crisper pull than a typical shotgun trigger.
You know, the thing that's really neat about this too is that none of these birds go to waste. At the end of the day, everybody will be out here picking these birds up. There's a local nun here, Sister Teresa, who started a food pantry.
There's a lot of game it's killed every day in Córdoba. All the game that we retrieve is donated to Sister Teresa. She started feeding 700 kids, and now she doubled up that number, and she's around 1,500 underprivileged kids.
You know, watching these riders shoot, many of whom I've shot with before, is really a pleasure. There's not many times that they pull a trigger that a bird doesn't fall. And it was interesting to hear the comments. People like Peyton Miller say, you know, the only thing wrong with this gun is it doesn't stay loaded. Or Lane Simpson, he said, you know, this gun carries like a 410, handles like a 20, but it shoots like a 12.
Shot, mate.
As easy as the Vinci is to load, many of the shooters opted to use the field assistance ability, and these guys are really experienced at being able to load your gun.
So Todd, now you've had a morning to shoot the gun. Does it live up to everything we said it would?
Absolutely. It's super fast handling, and I think probably the lightest kicking 12 gauge I've ever shot in my life. I love this gun.
Hello.
For most of us, this is not our first trip to Argentina, but it never ceases to amaze how many birds there are. When you get back here and stand on the edge of a cut cornfield, you are absolutely astounded at how many birds there are. And to stand up to that kind of high volume shooting, the Vinci is just the gun.
Benelli's a company that's known for innovation, from their inertia-driven shotguns to the first 3.5-inch semi-auto. When we got the Colt, they had what they consider one of their most innovative shotguns in a couple decades. Couldn't wait to get here and see if it lived up to the hype.
No. So Kyle, this is your first time down here, right? What do you think?
It's everything I hoped it would be. This is just wing shooting nirvana.
Can you believe the volume of birds?
It would take me roughly, what did we figure out, 100 years of opening days in Virginia to see and shoot at this many birds.
That's right, a century of limits.
Joe Troiani and Kyle Winterstein compose a dynamic hunting partnership. Troiani is a 9-year veteran of Benelli and is the vice president of sales. Winterstein is the senior editor for the NRA's American Hunter magazine. As an avid bird hunter, one of Winterstein's core responsibilities includes overseeing many of the magazine's wing shooting articles.
I think few will argue that the most innovative feature of the gun is the ease in which it breaks down and the extent to which you can disassemble it for cleaning.
Jason, I've been asked by our web team to bring back some footage of you assembling the Vinci.
Okay.
I want to see if you can do it in under 15 seconds. You got it?
Just say go.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
And action.
I'm sticking. That'll work.
All right.
You see that? The first shot was 2 birds, and then a double after that.
This is a place where you might shoot a double, commonly, triple, or even sometimes 4 birds. If you're really on, even seasoned shooters, when they first get here, are almost disoriented with the number of targets in the air. And sometimes it takes a few boxes of shells to settle in to that pace or routine of load, pick your target, shoot, reload, or shoot multiple times.
Double!
You know, Joe, I'm not trying to be critical here,
Right?
but it seems to me if you shoot the same bird twice, that is not a doble.
A lot of people will say, you know, it's each bird, 1 shot per bird. I dance to a different tune.
It seems to me that if you shoot the same bird twice, that is not a double, or doble as they call it in Espanol. Reluctantly, doble!
The outfitter that accommodated us in Cordoba, Argentina was David Denise, and we stayed at his Picazura Lodge, an estancia in beautiful country, absolutely first-class accommodation. One of the great pleasures of a day in the field in Argentina are the field-side lunches. These are lunches set up close to where you're shooting, and this includes a full linen table setting with grilled dove breasts from the birds that you shot that same morning. Of course, Argentina is famous for its grass-fed beef, and you can be sure that there's gonna be some grilled steaks included with a meal that's absolutely wonderful. It really makes a day out a true pleasure.
It's not a good day to be a dove, is it?
It is.
We'd heard about it, and everybody was kind of speculating what it was going to be, and it's lightweight, that doesn't kick, and it runs like crazy.
When Benelli developed this gun, the introduction date was always planned for March. And so we had an idea that rather than just waiting until the following SHOT Show to introduce it, that we would actually begin a campaign, a tease campaign, if you will, about what's in the case.
What's in that case?
Leave the competition in the dust.
For the next 3 months, we've had a spot that focuses on the competition, trying to find out what's in this case. In the meantime, production was beginning so that the guns would be available as soon as the public found out what was in the case. Lane, it feels great to be back in Argentina. You know, the last time we were here together was about, what, 4 or 5 years ago?
Been a while, been much too long, Joe.
It has. Nice shot. Good shot.
This place is hard to beat. And,
woo! How about this one?
The whole experience is just phenomenal.
Lane Simpson is hunting with Benelli on Assignment host Joe Coogan. Simpson is the executive field editor for Shooting Times magazine. His work also appears monthly in Peterson's Hunting, Rifle Shooter, and Gun Dog magazines. Having written 4 books and hundreds of magazine articles, he holds a prominent position among American outdoor journalists.
I'll have to admit I was a bit skeptical of some of the claims, the recoil and excellent patterns it delivers. But you know, 3 days in the field shooting doves out to 60, 70 yards, that pretty much convinced me it was no bull.
Nice shot, Lane.
You know, it's pretty amazing, Joe, to pick up a gun we've never shot before.
I know.
And shoot this well.
It is absolutely amazing.
Nice job.
The final hunting pair on this Vinci assignment is Steve Otway and Peyton Miller. Otway is the vice president and general manager of Benelli USA and has been with the company for 12 years. Miller has been with Guns and Ammo magazine for almost a combined 2 decades. He currently holds the position of executive editor, skilled in the technical aspects of shooting.
In the first 20 minutes, I'd had more action than I'd had in about 10 seasons up home on dove. It was wild. I'd never seen anything like it.
Hey, Peyton, how does it feel to be back in Cordoba again?
Pretty good. I was here about 8 years ago. We were shooting 20 gauges, but I never thought I'd live to see the day where I could shoot a 12 gauge all day like this.
I think you'd be really hurting if it were a normal 12 gauge.
I think so. I know so.
When I found out these were 12s, I went, uh-oh. I was thinking about how much shooting you do and what kind of a beating I take. This Vinci is easy to shoot, and it doesn't kick at all.
There you go. Okay, Peyton, now that you've shot the gun for half a day, let me put you on the spot. What do you like most about it?
It doesn't weigh much, it kicks even less, and it keeps on running.
When people talk about high volume shooting, you really have to put a number to it to make that significant. In Argentina, a normal day, if you feel like shooting, is 2 cases in the morning and 2 cases in the afternoon. And here, a case is 500 rounds. So you're basically shooting 1,000 rounds in the morning and 1,000 rounds in the afternoon. With our group, in a little more than 3 days, we've shot a little less than 100,000 rounds through these guns. Here we go. And there's not been one malfunction.
Get the full story on the cutting-edge technology and superior performance of Benelli's revolutionary Vinci shotgun in these publications.
There wasn't one complaint, not one suggestion even, of what could make this gun better.
I think people are going to really like it. I do, and I'm a pretty average guy, and if I like it, I know somebody else will.
This is a great gun. It's unreal the amount of shooting you can do. Your shoulder is not sore, your cheekbone is not sore, and you're ready to keep after these birds.
Ho, ho, ho!